Welcome to the 14th tape in the My Little Pony mystery series. Who can these strange black ponies be? We do hope that you enjoy this penultimate tape in the My Little Pony mystery series, but please remember not to listen to it within 5 hours of bedtime. Because, although I'm sure you already know the reason, it can't do any harm to remind you again. You may have a very bad nightmare if you listen to it within that time. If it is not within 5 hours of bedtime though, please listen on to My Little Pony Mystery number 14. Who can these strange black ponies be?
Another day to try and solve our pony mysteries. Is Desiree, she's come to stay. Maybe an answer we'll now find, but she doesn't know, no answer, so we're still looking for some solutions. We must find all the one our minds. We'll feel these strange black ponies
Please, we're gonna solve our mysteries. Anything and now. Two more mysteries to go.
Darkness, lightning, and nightmares, but only full of threats, and only full of scares. Can't dread curses for the night, we'll defeat them all soon, along with fear and pride.
Hip hip hooray! Another day to try and defeat the black ponies.
We'll celebrate, we'll feel great. We know that the mysteries are solved.
My Little Pony Mystery number 14. Who can these strange black ponies be? Desiree, Sparkle and Splodge made their way across the meadow towards Paradise Estate, where they had agreed to meet their friends, Truly, Lancer, Lofty, Pinkie Pie, Kiwi Tart and Shellbell, at around 8:30 p.m. on Monday the 5th of June 2006. Although it was only around 20 past 8, the ponies were already waiting for the three creatures when they arrived at the gates to the estate.
Are we too late?
Splodge said.
Well, you know, I don't think so, Splodge, somehow. After all, you're in plenty of time for 9 p.m., which is when the last two messages arrived.
The ponies had told Desiree, Sparkle and Splodge 2 days previously that a shooting star had flown past the window of Paradise Estate. It was larger than the usual shooting star, or maybe it was just nearer, and so the ponies had gone outside to investigate. Then the star had returned, a bit like a boomerang. It wasn't a real shooting star. They didn't know what it was made out of, but as it floated past, a small piece of paper had dropped from the air, with 2 lines written on it, in a strange handwriting. Truly, Lancer, Lofty, Pinkie Pie, Kiwi Tart, Shellbell, Desiree, Sparkle, Splodge, Twinkle and Dodge all crowded around the living room window to wait, hoping that there would be another star. And Twinkle and Dodge began to read the previous messages from the 2 previous days.
So this'll like the first one, you know,
Twinkle said.
A shooting star sends a message to say, thank you kindly for all your help, and have a great day. I don't quite know what it means, but what help? What help have we given? Or was the message for someone else, you know? Why would anybody be thanking us for help that we didn't know we'd given? and telling us to have a great day because of it. You know? Am I right? Yes or no? Or what do you think?
I don't know what to think, Twinkle, Dodge said. But this is the message that we received yesterday, Desiree. Just in case you've forgotten it. I can't say who I am or a traitor I be, but I'm helping a certain pink-black pony. But if the pony is black, how can it be pink? It can only be one color or the other, can't it? Unless it's stripy or spotty or something. All of the ponies, guinea pigs, and the girl from Earth fell silent, thinking about this latest mystery, and before they knew it, it was 2 minutes to 9. Well then, this is it, Desiree said. This is when we're expecting the message to come. Anytime now. Then maybe we'll find out a bit more. And sure enough, a now quite familiar sight shot across the sky. A small golden shooting star, with a ribbon streaming out behind it. And as the shooting star flew back the other way, the ribbon dropped towards the ground. Desiree stuck her hand out of the window and caught the message. There are 2 more lines here, Desiree said. Maybe we'll actually find out something today. And Desiree read the 2 lines on the ribbon. He tells me to write that the day you've waited for's near. In a month or so, it will surely be here. What day we've waited for? I think that we're getting a message for somebody else, Desiree said. Well, I don't know what to say about it, Dodge said. But while you're up here, Splodge, I've got somebody I'd like you to meet. I'm thinking that we may be able to solve one of our mysteries, even if we can't solve the bigger Ponyland mysteries. I want you to meet my friend in just a moment. I've got to go and get him though. He is not quite like us. He is a guinea pig, but he doesn't quite look like us, Splodge, and so I hope that you're not going to be too upset when you see him. Why? What is wrong with him, Dodge? But Dodge didn't answer as he walked out of the room. A couple of moments later, he returned with another guinea pig. An Abyssinian guinea pig. And sure enough, he didn't look at all like any of the guinea pigs already in the room. I'd like you all to meet my friend, Kyle. You probably wouldn't remember him, Splodge. After all, you were kept separately to us Ponyland guinea pigs, weren't you? You were put in a separate enclosure where all of the guinea pigs who were meant to be sent out to Earth were kept. The little guinea pig standing in the middle of the room didn't speak. Dodge wandered over to his twin brother and whispered in his ear, "He's a little shy, and I know he doesn't look like us royal guinea pigs, but to them, he was only a friend, not a relation, you'll be pleased to know." "But why, Dodge?" Splodge shouted. "Why would I be pleased to know that? He looks all right." "Be quiet, Splodge. I don't want to upset him. It's just that, well, obviously, he isn't, well, he hasn't got a black nose like us royal guinea pigs. He has a white nose. And as you can see, he is actually mainly white, not black at all. The only black he's got on him is just behind his ears. But he does have some important information, which he remembers about our family after I had left the pet shop. Kyle, would you like to tell my brother what you told me earlier? Because I really think this could be some great help to us." "Sure, Dodge, I'll tell him what I know, but unfortunately that isn't much. My younger brother Kieran would know more, I tell you. You really should try to speak to him." "But you said that he lived in some far-off place. I can't even remember where you said." "Well, the last time I spoke to him, he was up at the top of Rainbow Mountain. I think he belongs to Rainbow Storyteller. but I haven't heard from him for months, so I don't really know anymore. Anyway, what was it that you thought you knew? Oh, yeah, it's getting off the subject a bit, ain't I? Your brother said, Splodge, that you believe that you had older brothers called Ash and Fiery, and younger brothers called Travis and Trevor, or something similar. Well, unfortunately, I sorta don't know the real names, but I know that it wasn't those. And, well, I do kinda know the younger brothers' names, but not the older brothers. I can't remember their names. But Karen would know. You do remember our younger brothers' names? You couldn't remember that earlier, Dodge said. So maybe the older brothers' names will come back to you. And anyway, what were the younger brothers' names? Well, the younger Ponyland guinea pig was known as Daniel, to be known as Danny. And I think the Earth guinea pig would have been known something like either Darren or could have been Derek. Just can't remember. But at least that's sort of giving you a start. Yes, it sure has. I'll go and write that in my little notebook, Dodge said. I'm trying to keep a record of our family. Well, glad I could be of help. And I am even more glad than you, Dodge said, as he ushered the little white-nosed guinea pig out of the door. Did you hear that, Splodge? Even what we have written down may not be correct. So there's another mystery of heirs to be solved. And now we've got all this shooting star business. I really don't know what we're going to do. I was just told earlier by, my old sister Kathy, that our parents were called Miriam and Frank. Little Poncho was, only called Poncho because, his real name is Frank. And, well, he was always wrapped up in a little guinea pig poncho. My family have always been stylish, and always worn the most fashionable clothes. That's why I'm wearing my lucky hat, just in case you had, not noticed, all of you. Well, had you? Yes or no? Well, had you? I'd noticed your hat, Twinkle. It's very original. Desiree looked down at a little straw hat, which had 3 little flowers on the front of it. The only problem was that since it was a straw hat, there were guinea pig tooth marks in the side of it. Twinkle obviously noticed that Desiree was looking at these and told her, It wasn't me who chewed it up, you realize. That was Dodge. He did that, I would never eat straw. I would never be reduced to that. I would only eat the finest hay. Well, I wish I could eat hay. Did I tell you, Dodge? I had to have 2 teeth removed, and now I can hardly eat a thing. Desiree's having to hand-feed me. Just look. Splodge opened up his mouth and showed Dodge the gap where his 2 front bottom teeth had been. Oh, don't even show me, Dodge said, turning away. I had a single tooth pulled out once, and I didn't feel right for a couple of weeks. I hadn't even told my owner about it for ages. I've been eating on the other side of my mouth because I just don't like vets in the first place, let alone vets who pull your teeth out. I couldn't eat cucumber cakes for a whole month. Well, I can't eat whole cucumber cakes, but Desiree crumbles them up and gives them to me a little at a time. Maybe I should get a toothache sometime, Dodge said. Then maybe I'd get some more attention. And then also you might be taken to the vet, who might pull your tooth out, Sparkle said to the little black-nosed guinea pig. Maybe it wouldn't be such a great idea, Dodge said. And soon he and his owner, and Pinkie Pie, Kiwi Top and Shoalbell were all heading off back home, and so was Desiree, with Sparkle and Splodge. But all of them had promised to return the next day, when they hoped to solve some more of their mysteries, especially their latest mystery, the mystery of the shooting star messages. Desiree, Sparkle and Splodge arrived in Ponyland quite a bit later than they had intended to, In fact, they only just arrived in time. It was 9 p.m, and as they raced over to the window where their friends were already waiting, they saw the shooting star flying past with the little ribbon message behind it. And as it whizzed back the other way, the ribbon dropped down in front of the ponies. And Lofty just managed to catch it before it floated to the ground.
Well, sure enough, here are 2 more lines. We seem to be getting 2 lines every day, so it can't be long before we work out this mystery. Or can I read it today, please, Lofty?
Dodge said, jumping up at the yellow Pegasus, who was now holding the ribbon in her mouth.
Oh, please let me. I would so love to be the one to discover one of our mysteries. Well, I suppose so, as long as it's alright with the rest of you.
Lofty turned around, and all of her friends nodded in agreement. And so, Lofty gave the ribbon to the little black-nosed guinea pig standing by her left front hoof.
Well, first of all, I think we ought to remind ourselves of the first 6 lines. And then I'll read out the 2 new lines afterwards. Well then, get on with it then, you know, Dodge. 'Cause we're, waiting.
Twinkle said.
Sometimes I think that ginger short-haired guinea pigs are not only not as handsome as us black-nosed Abyssinians, but they are also more impatient and harder to live with. Anyway, this is the poem so far. The shooting star sends a message to say, "Thank you kindly for all your help and have a great day. I can't say who I am or a traitor I be, but I'm helping a certain pink black pony. He told me to write that the day you waited for is near. In a month or so, it will surely be here." And this is today's 2 lines. "It's hard to wait, very hard for some, like those on the wrong side, but the day will come." What is that supposed to mean?
I can't imagine what it means, Desiree replied. I really wish we knew. I think we will find out over the next few days, though, whenever the next parts of the message come. I think now we ought to work on some of our other mysteries.
A splendid idea, I think,
Sparkle agreed.
It's a lovely day outside,
Kiwi Tart said.
although it's getting dark now. And I think it's still warm enough to go and sit out in the courtyard. Yes, I agree with Kiwi Tart,
Shellbell said.
The fresh air might do us good, and then we might be able to solve some of our mysteries. At least that's what we're hoping. Well then, what are we waiting for? It won't be light for much longer, you know. And then I'll have to get back down to Earth to eat a cucumber cake. As long as Desiree breaks it up for me, of course. Because I had 2 teeth removed.
Splodge looked very pointedly at his twin brother, who was looking very uncomfortable.
Anyway, we better get outside,
Dodge said, racing ahead of the others so that he didn't have to hear about Splodge's teeth anymore. While Desiree, the ponies and the guinea pigs were having their little meeting in the courtyard of Paradise Estate, the black ponies and their helpers were having their own meeting in Nightmare Castle. They all stood in the huge hallway of the giant castle, watching as Mary Cluckton and the Black Pony of Darkness spoke to 2 helpers, helper number 20 and helper number 43, in the middle of the room. These 2 helpers must be in trouble. All of the other black ponies and helpers watched as Mary Cluckton and the Black Pony of Darkness got up on top of half of a barrel turned upside down, which was always kept as a kind of small stage for any of the black ponies or their helpers to stand on in the hallway if they had an important announcement to make. It has come to our notice, the Black Pony of Darkness began, that helper number 20 and helper number 43 have broken laws from the Nightmare Book of Laws. As I am sure all of you know, Mary Cluckton continued, when you sign up to become a Black Pony helper, you have to swear never to break any of those laws. And so helper number 20 and helper number 43 are very much in the wrong. Very true, Mary. Helper number 20 has supposedly contacted Desiree Alder, the girl from Earth, 3 times. As you may well remember, helper number 60 helped us get into her emails. When I got that brand new computer, I have been keeping my eye on them, and it has come to my notice that this helper has contacted Desiree Alder. Mary Cluckton turned to helper number 20. Did you not promise not to contact the girl from Earth? But the helper did not reply, just muttered something which Mary could not hear. Darkness, please continue. Helper number 20 is being rather difficult, so I think we ought to move on to helper number 43. What is it that she is supposed to have done wrong? Several things, actually, the Black Pony of Darkness said. First of all, she allowed Desiree Alder, the girl from Earth again, to join a My Little Pony internet forum. Being one of the leaders of the group, she has a right to stop anybody she doesn't trust from joining. So why did you let the girl from Earth join then? 43, Mary Cluckton asked, turning to the woman standing by the side of helper number 20. 43 replied, saying that she allowed anybody to join. It didn't seem fair to stop someone joining just because in Ponyland they were fighting against her. And also she had thought that she and other Black Pony helpers who she had told about Desiree joining her forum would be able to spy on the girl from Earth. Actually, the spying is quite a good idea, the Black Pony of Darkness said. Maybe we'll let you off on that one. But here is the other problem. Having allowed her to join, you must have noticed that she bought some CB My Little Ponies from one of your other members. Those ponies could have been useful to us. And then you go and try to give away 4 CB My Little Ponies, which Desiree Alder could have bought. What do you have to say for yourself, 43? Mary Cluckton asked. 43 said that anybody could have taken the CB ponies that she was selling, and that actually she was charging 50p postage and asking them for a padded envelope to send them in. And if 50p hadn't covered the postage? The Black Pony of Darkness asked. Surely it would have been easier just to hand them over to other helpers. At the moment it appears that both of you are traitors. So I think that both of you should go to the dungeon until we've quizzed you tomorrow. 20 argued that his mother and brother would be waiting for him and wondering where he was. He explained that he was staying with them since he had been in a terrible car crash just 3 weeks ago. He had only just convinced them to allow him to leave the house for this long to come to this meeting. Oh well, too bad, the Black Pony of Darkness said. They'll just have to be left wondering. But Darkness, Mary said, don't you think that if they're left wondering, they might come and look for him? And then... and the same applies with helper number 43. You see, if anybody realizes that they're missing, they may find the rainbows at the bottom of their gardens. Especially if, as in helper number 20's case, the rainbow is at the bottom of somebody else's garden, where they can search easily. We'll have to let them go. But Mary, the Black Pony of Darkness said. Darkness, this is no time for an argument. You may go, but you must return tomorrow, or else, something very bad may happen to the pair of you. The black pony laughed as the two helpers stumbled out of Nightmare Castle, followed by 57 other helpers and 39 black ponies, leaving just the black pony of darkness and helper number 1, Mary Cluckton, in the hallway of Nightmare Castle. Desiree, Sparkle, Splodge, Twinkle, Dodge, Truly, Lancer, Lofty, Pinkie Pie, Kiwi Tart and Shellbell could think of no solutions to any of their mysteries, although when Desiree, Sparkle and Splodge left at 5 minutes to 10, they had been speaking for nearly an hour. It seemed that they would never work out all of their mysteries, and especially their latest mystery, the shooting star mystery, and another mystery which had been haunting the ponies for quite some time, the biggest mystery of all. Who were the strange black ponies who had been haunting all of the ponies and terrorizing Ponyland for over 4 years now? This mystery had always been in the ponies' minds, but normally smaller mysteries had taken priority. But now that most of those had been solved, wasn't it time to move on to this big mystery? The ponies, Desiree, and the guinea pigs believed that it was time. So now, the only mystery was, would they ever solve the mystery of who the strange black ponies were? Well, Desiree, Sparkle, and Splodge had agreed to return to Ponyland the following day, towards 9 p.m, hoping for another shooting star ribbon message. So maybe they would solve this huge mystery when their 3 friends from Earth came to visit them then. A large group of ponies, not just the original 6 who had seen the shooting star messages, but now nearly 100 ponies, because the news had now spread, had been gathered around the window of Paradise Estate where the message had fallen for the previous 4 days for an hour. It was now 10 p.m, and the ponies were just about to give up. That was, until they saw the now familiar sight of the shooting star floating past the window. Twinkle leapt up onto the windowsill and caught the shooting star as it came back the other way.
Well, here it is,
Twinkle called.
This is, the next 2 lines of the poem. I haven't, read it yet, but, I thought it would be wiser if we went over the, rest of the poem again. I know it's getting rather boring now, but, I just thought that it would be best to remind ourselves of what the messages said the last 4 days before I read out this 5th poem, which might solve all of our mysteries,
Then get on with it, Skinny Ganny,
Dodge said. Dodge was standing near the front of the crowd.
All right. I thought that I was the impatient one yesterday.
Yes, you were. But I said that because I was a much shorter time than you've already been before I read out the message. I wouldn't make anybody wait this long. Come on, Skinny Ganny, read it out to us. Twinkle glared at the black-nosed Abyssinian.
I would prefer it if you called me by my real name and not like that horrible nickname you have. But I suppose I'll have to put up with it because I'm just as desperate to read this message as the rest of you, The shooting star sends a message to say, thank you kindly for all your, help and have a great day. I can't say who I am or a traitor I be, but I'm helping a certain, pink black pony. He tells me to write that the day you waited for is near. In a month or so, it will, surely be here. It's hard to wait, very hard for some, like those on the, wrong side, but the day will come. And here are the, 2 new lines. So peace all, night all, must get back to work. And there are a few of us here. where the black ponies lurk. You know? Does anyone know what that is supposed to mean? Because I don't think that I know.
All of the ponies fell silent. They all felt very disappointed. They still didn't know what this message meant. We'll just have to wait until tomorrow, Desiree said, and hope that we get an answer then.
But when are we gonna wait for the message? Because now, we don't know when the message will come now that it's come at a different time today. Not me,
Splodge said.
Well, I think that somebody ought to stand guard all the time,
Trudy said.
Then someone will surely see when the next part of the message comes. A splendid idea, I think,
Sparkle said. And so it was agreed that the ponies would take it in turns to stand by this window where the mysterious messages kept appearing, and hopefully they would solve one of their mysteries tomorrow. All of the black ponies and their helpers were once again gathered in the hall of Nightmare Castle. 20 and 43, who were supposed to have broken the black pony laws, were late, and everybody was starting to look around nervously as the black pony of Darkness and Mary Clockton got more and more agitated. I told you that we should have kept them here yesterday, Mary. But then somebody might have noticed down on Earth, and we can't have that happening. Then how are we ever going to punish them? The black pony asked. Maybe we won't. Maybe we won't have to, if they'll do something in return for us, Mary Clockton said. But just then, helper number 20 and helper number 43 came running into the castle. Where have you been? The black pony of Darkness asked. Both of the helpers started talking at once, both using the same excuse, that they had been trying to escape from their families. In 43's case, it was almost true, but it was lucky that the black ponies and their helpers had not seen what direction 20 had come from. The direction of Dream Valley and Paradise Estate. Anyway, now you're here, we may as well get on with it. I'm sure that we're all desperate to get this over with, Mary Clockton said. The two helpers walked over to their place in the middle of the room. So helper number 43, you are charged on allowing Desiree Alder, the Earth Girl, to join your My Little Pony internet forum. For this, you will be sentenced to 6 days in Nightmare Castle's dungeon. Although your sentence may be shortened, if you can get us some NM or even MPs, preferably and absolutely PC, to be used as CB. We will use them for seeing and RHing. You will need to get these Ps by Saturday when your sentence will begin. But then Mary Clockton noticed that helper number 43 was trying to hand her 2 sheets of paper. The helper smiled as Mary took the pieces of paper off of her, and saw that helper number 43 had already bought 8 NMPs. And then 43 explained that the best thing about the Ps was that she now knew that Desiree Alder had wanted them. It also turned out that 43 had lied to Desiree and said that the P, which Desiree had wanted, an MON, was going to her friend in Greece. Desiree didn't know what was really going to happen to the unfortunate P. Good, Mary Clockton said. Maybe we will shorten your sentence. In fact, we'll let you off completely. If you can deliver those, and maybe some money so that we can buy some more Ps, and some more P and PBs, and H from DH, of course, and leave it in the donation box outside by Saturday, then you are free to go. And now for you, 20, the Black Pony of Darkness said, turning to the other helper. You are charged on contacting Desiree Alder, the girl from Earth, 3 times. Once by IFPM and twice by EM. Worse still, you have given the girl from Earth an EM access to your BS, which could have contained important information about us for all we knew, especially since you'd never even told us that you had it. We could have been swapping messages for ages. You've handed over information about where you were from May the 21st onwards for over a week, and certain family names. Also the name of the place where you live. Don't you think you were giving her quite a bit too much information? Even if you had to be polite because she'd written to you, as you said before, then don't you think that this was a bit unnecessary? And the worst bit is, you've been polite to her, and actually thanked her for messages 4 times. 4 times in 3 letters. Wasn't that a bit unnecessary too? Well, do you have anything to say for yourself? The helper just remained silent. Darkness, don't you think you've forgotten the other problem? Mary Clopton said. The bit about the signature. Oh yes, that's right. I forgot about that. Can you tell me as well why you always sign off peace and then your initials in a Black Pony style way? If you keep using your initials, Desiree Alder might just start to suspect you. And anyway, what are you trying to do, writing down peace? War is what we're trying to create, not peace. The helper explained that when he had signed up for the job of Black Pony helper, he had not thought that it would interfere with other aspects of his life, and that he would continue to do what he liked. Well, you will not continue to do what you like when you're locked up in Nightmare Castle's dungeon, the Black Pony of Darkness said. You will be locked up from Saturday, June the 10th, until further notice. Helper number 20 looked horrified for a moment before explaining that June the 11th was his birthday, and that his mother and brother, who he had had to rush back home to yesterday, were preparing a big birthday party, so he couldn't be locked up in Nightmare Castle's dungeon from June the 10th. Then you should have thought about that when you broke our laws, shouldn't you? The only way that you can get out of this sentence in the dungeon is by buying us 300 NMPs by Saturday and having the proof that you have bought them. They will be used for seeing and RHing. Helper number 20 explained that he did not agree with seeing. That had also not been explained as part of the job when he had signed up to be a Black Pony helper. In fact, he had got helper number 60 to see D, the Black Pony of Misery, his helper number 20's Black Pony. Either hand over the peas, or be put in our dungeon forever. And the Black Ponies and their helpers all walked away, while 20 wondered what to do, especially thinking about the messages to the My Little Ponies and Desiree Alder, which the Black Ponies and the other helpers didn't yet know about. As he thought about the messages which he had helped a certain pink pony who only appeared in certain helpers and Black Ponies' dreams, and occasionally appeared to My Little Ponies in Ponyland, to write, he wondered what the Black Ponies and their helpers, the ones who never did see CLM, the little pink pony, and loved seeing and RHing, would do to him and the rest of the Black Pony helpers who felt that they were on the wrong side of the war that the Black Pony of Darkness had spoken about earlier. No shooting star message came the following day at 9 p.m. either, but having had it come so late the previous day, the ponies decided to wait and see if a message would come, which was just as well, because at 9:45 p.m. a shooting star flew past the window with a ribbon streaming out behind it. And as it went back the other way and dropped the ribbon in front of them, the star twinkled for a moment, before a word came up in red on the star: goodbye. And as Truly picked up the message, she saw that written on the back of the ribbon was final part.
Well, I guess it's for the better, really. At least we know that we don't have to wait by the window any longer, Dodge said. But if this last message doesn't tell us who it's from, then I don't see how we're gonna solve this mystery either. Before you read these last two lines,
Sludge said,
may we have a quick reminder of what we've had over the last few days? Only I think I've forgotten.
Who's gonna, read it out tonight, you know?
Twinkle asked.
Well, as this is the last message, Truly said, I thought it would be kindest if all of the ponies, humans, and guinea pigs who have been waiting every night for the message to come could read a line each.
A splendid idea, I think,
Sparkle said.
So let's get on with it then,
as long as everybody else agrees.
All of the ponies agreed that they did agree, and so Truly, Lancelofty, Pinkie Pie, Kiwi Tart, Shellbell, Desiree, Jackie, Sparkle, Splotch, Twinkle and Dodge all stood together in pairs as Truly handed them each a strip of paper, and then began to read herself.
The shooting star sends a message to say,
thank you kindly for all your help and have a great day.
I can't say who I am or a traitor I be, but I'm helping a certain pink black pony.
He told me right to say he hates his there. In a month or so, it will surely be here.
It's hard to wait, very hard for some.
Like those on the wrong side, but the day will come.
So peace all, night all, must get back to work.
There are a few of us here, where the black ponies lurk.
But we'll all like to be freed on that, wonderful day.
When all our nightmares wash away.
Well, Cucumber Cake, we still don't know who wrote this. But all our nightmares washing away. Doesn't that sound familiar? Isn't that what that strange CLM character uses all the time?
One day, our nightmares will wash away, Truly said, flicking through a little notebook which Dodge and his owner had been keeping, full of all the facts that they knew about the black ponies and their helpers, and things which they thought might help them in solving their mysteries.
So it must be something to do with, that strange CLM character, and we thought that he was something to do with the black ponies and their helpers. So, why are the black ponies and their helpers sending us that sort of message?
Well, I would imagine that it is actually CLM who sent it to us.
The question is, who is CLM? And more to the point, Desiree said, I think that we ought to think about our biggest mystery, because I think that CLM is linked to it somehow. Who are these strange black ponies, anyway?
Tell me, please, who are those black ponies? Will that question ever go?
It's really like one big mystery,
and all Ponyland history, but we're sure never don't know. We'll always research it until we have a solution. We don't know when that will be. But even if it's never,
We'll keep searching forever for an answer to this mystery. Why can't those black ponies tell us who they are and why they just go? Why must those helmets conceal it? Why can't they just reveal it?
All we want is to know. To think of the days we wasted looking for an answer leaves us in misery. The team just keeps on growing.
Well, what's so you don't knowing?
We can't solve this mystery.
Who can know Zebo?
Ooh, like black hole? Yes, please.
Would the ponies, pets and humans who were standing in Paradise Estate ever solve this mystery? Well, to find out, you'll have to turn over to side B of the penultimate tape in this series, My Little Pony Mystery number 14. Who are these strange black ponies?